Well, hello and happy Valentine's Day if you're celebrating it. We celebrate it tongue in cheek in this house. Sometimes we mark it with a card, sometimes we go out. We don't need a day to celebrate our love, but as I say, tongue in cheek. So, yes, we both have a card. I have the most enormous card from Mr. Jacks. He's not a card giver, but I might show you. It's a bit, just made me laugh. And he's got the smallest card in the world from me. And he gave me a gift today, which I had asked for. It's a Valentine themed gift from pyjamas. So I've done all my jobs today and I'm editing my podcast that's going up, so I hope that you enjoy that. I didn't get a chance to do plans for the year or anything like that, so I thought I might just sort of put a little February vlog up and then I can maybe address some of those. I think it's too much for me to put it all in one, so I thought that might be nice to have some snippets and then keep my head straight, I hope. So I'm just making myself some lunch. I'm trying to do some healthy eating. So I've got some pasta with mushrooms, it's leftovers, and I'm not very good at beans, but I've got some of those as well, so I'm going to have some of those. I've got some prawns, so that's going to be my lunch. Not all of that in one go, but a bit. So I'll go back and see if this video is ready to upload, render, and then I'll come back to you and talk to you a bit more. Oh, I'm not very good at holding everything. Right, just ready for dinner, going out for dinner. Let's have a look. Better light, yeah, I have a new dress on. Only bought it, it's got hearts all over it. Let me show you my roses, my £5 roses. Oh. There. Got a card. That's my card. Yeah, bought the roses for me, for myself, because I love myself. It's important to love yourself. Right, I better go. He's champing at the bit for food. Good afternoon. It is Friday 16th, Friday the 16th. We had all the granny babies yesterday. I invited my daughter-in-law and my youngest daughter for like a brunch breakfast. So they came and we had a really lovely cooked breakfast. My eldest daughter, who was working upstairs, we thought that she might be able to perhaps come down and join us for, 10-15 minutes, or if she had meetings, maybe I could sort of sneak her bacon sandwich up, but that wasn't to be. And everything went to pot yesterday. You've had one of those days where you plan everything, you think, oh right, okay, know what I'm doing, and it doesn't materialise. Nothing major, but there we are, that's one of those days. So I managed to film a podcast on Tuesday and wasn't able to, it's all a bit of a waffle. I was hoping to come back and do like my plans, all that kind of thing, and then gathered my projects together, which I didn't think that I had made very much. One of the things that I did turn to was comfort knitting. As many crafters, you'll understand that at times you just need to do something that kind of a palette cleanser, something that just gives you joy. And for me, it's making the baby knits, working through my stash. So I have a lot of like baby yarn and things. So I made a little cardigan for Toby, our youngest member of our family. It was on my list, to make him for Christmas, because I thought you get a 3-month-old for Christmas, but because I wasn't well before Christmas, I didn't get round to it. And it just gave me such comfort to sit there in the new year and make him a couple of items. I was hoping to gift them to him at Easter because they're sort of 6 to 12 months or second size, 18-month chest. So I've made him this. I showed you on the podcast. And this is I'll just look at my notes. It is a Rico Baby So Soft print, and I've pulled it out to see if I can match it up a bit. But on the podcast I hadn't put my buttons on, so I've taken a few minutes out and I've just sewn those on. They are straight. That looks a bit wonky, doesn't it, that one? Yeah, little booties to match, and a little hat. So we're seeing them tomorrow. Evidently, it wasn't planned. We've just been asked if we'd like to meet them at a restaurant and go for a meal. So I'll take those along. So that would be nice. So that's done. I'm surprised how much I managed to accomplish. Sometimes you just need something, don't you, to soothe you. I picked up a new tea. I didn't bring the tea bag with me, or the tea sachet. It's got extra vitamin D, so I'm trying to boost my immune system. Evidently you need vitamin D. And strawberries are very good for vitamin D. I was reading that. I once have a strawberry lover, but we had some for dessert last night, so I made myself eat them, and it wasn't as bad as what I thought. So I'm just going to sit here. I'm still waiting for that video to upload, so everybody must be uploading on a Friday. I might read some of my book. So this is what I'm reading. It's non-fiction, and this author, Lisa, is it Tado, is a journalist, and she spent 8 years, evidently, tracking the stories of 3 women. It's a non-fiction novel, and very different women, very different circumstances, and it's tracking their lives and how they see themselves as women and how they fit into society. Part of it was quite graphic. There's a sexual part in it I wasn't expecting, but it's within the narrative, so it fits in, and yeah, so that was fine. But just in case, it's just a warning out there. You thought, oh, I'll go and get that. But I can't remember why I bought this. I don't know whether, I think I must have just bought it in Waterstones on the bestsellers list. but I really, really love it. So this is my book for February. I'll just read you a bit of the blurb. It says, "It's the minutes of our lives that will go on forever, that will tell us who we are, who our neighbours and our mothers were, when we were too diligent in thinking that there is nothing like us. This is a story of 3 women." So I'm really enjoying that. I'm going to do that and then check my video, make sure I've got my notes, and then I might share some progress on my Gradient shawl. Speak to you later. Right, I'm just going to sort out my Gradient shawl. I'm on the last of clue 4 for finishing for the shorter version. Look at that. Yay! I'm really happy. Yeah, really happy with it. I picked it up again. Yeah, it's enjoyable knitting. So just weighing sort of what I've got left to see what options I have. I was reading through his notes. He's very good, Stephen West. Yeah, very good. So, okay, I had 22 grams left. That's the first colour. Let's see. Oh right, I've put that down. 22 grams. Okay. Yeah, so 22 grams of the first colour left. 15 of the second.
Do the dogs need to go out?
No. 29 of the third. And that's 22 grams left. Right, that's I'm talking as I'm thinking. Now, there was all that thing before with the clue 1 that it went in a new direction. So I had started a square as people had and then undid it and redid it. So I sat and undid it. And I have this a pile of ends. So I'm just going to weigh those. Oh, that's 17 grams. £22. 22 grams of the second colour. Oh. £17 grams of the third colour, and I got my colours mixed up. One had sneaked in. So that's 17. Oh, that's really strange. There's 17 grams of each colour. And I'm not sure you can finish it off with tassels. I'm not really a tassel girl, but I've seen some pictures. Some of them he'd recommended 4 inches, so it's going to be about that short. But others had, I think, made 6 inches, and I liked those. So he's estimated how much it will take. So I think rather than waste all this. I'm going to do like a magic knot ball and use this and have a go. Yeah, with the last, I think I've only got 2 rows of the first colour. I'll have a go with that. And then I think I'm going to sew my ends in, and then I'll wash and block it, and then I'll see about see what these tassels look like. Yes, I've got a little bit more yarn. These are very old. It's Bird Street yarn, but it used to be known as Mr. B's yarn. And this is the Rose collection. And I think that I have 2 out of there. I think that is my first colour. And I think, oh no, maybe not. So that'd be my second. Oh, that's the second. These are 20 grams, and then these are the Rose minis, and again, yeah, that's the second colour. That's the 4th colour. And that might be my first colour. So I was thinking, oh, perhaps I could use these, but then I'm like, yeah, I don't want to separate them. Right, I'm going to go and see if that video is finished, and I think I'll leave that here today. Maybe I'll come back and speak to you over the weekend. Have a lovely weekend. Good morning. It is Tuesday 20th of February. Today finds me going to my mum's today. We have this new thing where we go to Sainsbury's, buy a jumper, go home, try it on a couple of days later, find out it's too big, and then we have to do that the next week. Go back, change it, go home and repeat the process. I think we're on our 3rd week, but this week it's my turn. I'm just packing my bits and trying to be mindful and healthy and nourish myself and look after myself. And I'd probably get like a cream cake and a treat. So I thought I'd just show you. And this is what I forget to capture. And I'm trying to track this as well and log it so that I can say, yes, I did that, even if I have a bad day. Okay, had a bad day, but I've just had like 3 good days. So I'll just turn you around and show you what I've got to take to my mum's. So I have my little Marks and Spencer's lunch bag. So I have a pasta salad, which is mushroom. So it's vegetarian, which is really good. It's low fat. I've got a couple of teas. This is what I was trying to show you last week, but I've thrown it away, I think. So I've got Twinings. It's immune support. I need to get my vitamin D levels up. I've got my water. If I take this with me, I'll tend to drink some water. I've got a knitting project. I'll show you that. This is my beautiful bag from Dawn at Dawn Days, the Woven Almanac. It's so beautiful, I still want to wear it. I'm preparing another little podcast. A couple of pairs of socks. I knitted the West Yorkshire Spinners, and they're in the colourway Maud, which is the name of my grandmother. So I knitted a pair of socks for my mum and a pair of socks for me, and the one's slightly shorter. So I'm going to take them, my mum can try them on and then choose which one she wants to keep. So I might come back and see you today, but I might not. And these are just February snippets, I think. So have a good day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Oh my word, Bobby Brown, look at you. You're such a handsome boy. Come here, Bob. Oh my word, does he smell lovely, Bronte? Does he smell lovely? Hey, Bob, let's have a look at you. Oh my word, you're so handsome. Come and sit up here, Bob, so we can see you. So we can take in the full glory. Here, no, not you, Max. Bobby, where are you? You daft dog. Here, right, sit down. Look at me. Sit. Oh my word, look at you. Oh, you're so fluffy, Bob. Oh, you're so lovely. Oh, they cut you really lovely. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh my word. Oh, I love your little tail. Hey. Oh, lovely. Yeah, handsome boy. You are, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my word. Yeah, they made a good job. Good job. Your turn next, Max. Good morning. Good morning. It is Wednesday the 21st. Wednesday the 21st of February. Yeah, feeling good today. Good start today. I have just arrived at Quilting. This is my first quilting session since before Christmas. So it's week 4 and it's a fortnightly, every fortnight the class for sort of 6 weeks over, like a term. And I think that we are supposed to be finishing the quilt that we started last year. Quilting it, hand binding it, that kind of thing. And this is where I get stuck. I'm quite happy doing all the patchwork, but once it comes to quilting, I'm like, oh my word. So that's one of my goals this year, is to put on my big girl pants and just kind of get on with it. But to break that down, so I need to do small steps. So I don't really know where we're at, but I have brought a sewing project. I want to make a gift for a friend. So I've got all my bits out, and I thought, well, at least I could utilise this time. If I go and find out what I'm supposed to be doing, I've got 2 weeks left, and then I could cut this present out for a friend. That would be good. I've also brought some. I don't give myself time to practice. Do you? Like if you want to learn a new technique, I'm like, I'll just start, and then I have unfinished things. So I think March, my focus for March is going to be looking at all my different crafts that I like to enjoy and sorting them out into different stages, kind of like doing a to-do list and ticking that off. And then I think working my way through it. And one of the things that's going to be on my list is to practice techniques. So if I want to become better at quilting, machine quilting, I need to practice, and perhaps I need to just have some scrap to practice on, because I don't want to cut onto my material. I just like to stroke it. And plus to make a couple of things, maybe, put a quilt together and have a go at the quilting, so that yes, I've done my practice piece, but then I've moved on to a quilt and I've quilted it and I've had a look, and then I can assess that. And we've got a couple of marks on the couch, so I could do with having a quilt on there that I'm not too precious on, because the dogs get on there. So that's where I am. So I'm going to love and leave you now. I might get some footage at quilting. If not, I'll come back and speak to you later on. Okay, bye.
So I'm deliberately doing what the book calls crazy curves, so it's not mirroring, it's deliberately different.
I suppose I'm doing that with my shadow stitching on the teddy bear,
But this is, you've got an open space, so you're not following the shape. But this gives a really nice effect.
So you can still do it with your walking foot.
That's a walking foot
dogs
from.
up.
Absolutely. This is the feed dogs and the walk. So you don't use the walking down.
Yeah. Do you think? I think if it was really wide, I wouldn't. I'd stop at the end.
So keep going. So are you travelling across?
Yes.
To get to the next bit.
So I can leave that walking foot on for now and do quite a bit with it.
Yeah, absolutely. That book that we were using, so Margaret, if you just lift your book up. So this one is with Leah Day. It's a really good book because her instructions, she's an excellent teacher. Sometimes you get books and they're fantastic designers. There's lots of online stuff. She's American, but you can tell that she's good at teaching, and that's different, isn't it? So to be able to teach a skill to somebody who's different to you being good at it, you've got to get that. Just a little free motion exercise. So we've got some glide thread in, and we're just doing a tiny bit of showing different styles. So the feed dogs are down, and I'm just, right, the speed needs to be as fast as possible.
All this scary stuff.
Right, I can slow it down, but I get a better flow if I go faster.
No, go on, you go at your speed.
So I'm steering where I want to go.
Yes.
And I'm using my hands. I can stop when I need to. I wish it would stop there. So if I've got a space that I want to fill, I need to make sure I've got a place where I come in and a place where I exit.
Right, okay.
Because that's often the thing that happens, is you end up in the wrong corner. But if you were doing this at home, Karen,
Yeah.
I would put my westerly foot on.
Yes, that's what I'm
It's much more fluid. So I'm just doing some spirals, but I can go round and round if I want to emphasise, or it gets me out of a space, or I want to do something. So this one is where it's a meander, where the lines don't cross, so you're just filling a space. If then you're going to do like Christmas tree lights, then they do swirl onto each other.
Okay.
But if you just fill in a space, but because I've got those